for Hornquist, but Cam Fowler one-hands it behind the net for former Penguin Ben Lovejoy, who sends it up the wall and off the stick of Corey Perry, and now bouncing to the stick of Chris Kunitz. Chris Letang to the right wing, and Hornquist down to Crosby, soaring and shooting, and the save made by Gibson. Adams into the Anaheim zone. Able to stick handle his way and moving in behind the net. With some big hits already in this hockey game. You're hearing the thumping down there. It's going to get probably even more physical. Here's Dupre shooting, and a glove save made by John Gibson. Marcel Gox back to the net. Save, rebound, Downey. Gibson stopped Steve Downey looking for his first goal in a Penguin uniform. He's another guy who you'll see standing in front of the net, number 23. Make the save on Steve Downey. Another face-off win for the Penguins. Hornquist shoots it. Score! Patrick Hornquist!
What an advantage to have a right shot on the face-off. Sidney Crosby hasn't had many right shooters, and when the puck came back, bouncing around, Hornquist just released it one motion. Surprise! John Gibson, who was already down. You can see the puck knuckling. May have just clipped the defenseman, clips the left arm of Gibson.
Now the Ducks trying to recover the puck here, and they do. And Cogliano sends it back around far side. Kessler looking for it. Back behind the net. Cogliano centers, quick shot, a good save by Fleury on Kessler, and the rebound comes to Blake Comeau.
Oh, look at that play by Mata, who looked one way and passed the other.
Here comes Crosby. Fires, scores!
Great speed, but all set up by Olli Mata. He looked left and passed up the middle of the ice, and the Penguins were off to the races. Kunitz to Crosby. With speed, he backed up everybody. Ben Lovejoy there, and he just used that pace, his speed. Look at Gibson moving from left to right. He's off his angle, and it gets underneath his armpit. He slides from left to right, and that puck trickles in behind Gibson.
And John Gibson has now allowed 2 goals in the game, and both of them have gone off his body into the nets. And he's got to be feeling the butterflies right about now. Centering pass, right off the goalpost, a great opportunity right there on the doorstep for Ryan Getzlaf. Malkin in front, off the skate of Hornquist, and cleared by the Ducks. And they're going to make a change on their penalty killing unit. Switching their forwards, and Smith Pelly is after it.
They'll try to score. Like
Cogliano going to the net. Save made by Fleury.
Not much for the second unit there, and the Ducks had a couple of fleeting opportunities.
Getzlaf goes right side. Perry, slap shot. Good save by Fleury on Corey Perry. He has a good heavy shot. Fleury was ready. Well, he is the 21st different head coach for the Pittsburgh Penguins, Mike Johnston. And the second one named Johnston. It was Eddie Johnston. Here's Evgeny Malkin. Centers now. Mata left side. Score! Pascal Dupuis!
You talk about a quick start, and Pascal Dupuis. Don't forget about me, he said in his first game back since that knee injury. Look at that wide pass to Malkin going down the right side. He stops out. He hits Mata. Mata, the defenseman, joining the rush. And Pascal Dupuis made the pass to Malkin, got back.
The Ducks were ranked 22nd on the power play last season.
With a broken stick here, Ehrhoff.
Look out. Kessler shoots and he scores. Ryan Kessler. He made no mistake. And that was a rifle shot. Another example of that right shot on the left side cashing in.
Yeah, what happens here, Staggy, is Ehrhoff breaks the stick, and Dupuis is going to give him his stick, and that means there's a lot of room to make a pass through the box. Ehrhoff breaks the stick on that face-off situation. There's the handoff. Now when the puck goes low, look, Dupuis can't make a play on Getzlaf. Getzlaf just gives him the howdy-doody. Take a look. There's no stick there to prevent that from happening.
Playing on his toes, Simon Despres, all camp long. And again here tonight, here's Adams with a backhander, and a save made by Gibson with a stick. Sneaky shot there by Craig Adams. Malkin stick handling his way towards the net, loose around the goal, and squirting free for Devontae Smith-Pelly, and he comes back shorthanded. 2-on-2 with Cogliano. Drops it off now. Beauchemin a drive and a save by Fleury. Good shorthanded opportunity for Anaheim with 48 seconds left on the penalty. Interesting set up here as the Penguins have a second power play unit. And now it's Sutter. Sutter, Dupuis, Martin, and Downey in front of the net. Ehrhoff at the point. His shot deflected in on the rebound. Oh, Martin flipped it wide of the net. Might have hit the crossbar or kissed it as it went through.
What a play by Pascal Dupuis. Fleury got a piece of that one too, Staggy, with his left arm. Getzlaf with a real good opportunity off a dumping.
Fleury was just standing up. Empty net. Perry there. He scores. And miscommunication. Fleury couldn't get back. And Corey Perry right there in the paint makes it 3-2.
Well, you know, they didn't learn from the first opportunity. Getzlaf, he had a grade A opportunity right in front of the cage, and now Perry. And Perry, as I mentioned earlier, scores a higher percentage of his goals from right in that situation. Marc-Andre Fleury, what happened there? He was really afraid of that trapezoid. And was he outside it? Was he going to play? He had to get rid of the puck. He was for fear of taking a 2-minute penalty.
Watch is bumped. Nate Thompson takes off with it.
Too many men on the ice for the Penguins.
Yep, but to the goal. Thompson couldn't finish the play. Off the ice goes the goaltender. The shot by Lindholm hits the body, and the Penguins get possession, and the penalty will be called. The Penguins, a little confusion there in the neutral zone, and with a change, and as a result, they're going to be shorthanded. There's going to be a penalty shot here.
A penalty and a penalty shot. Nate Thompson lining up for it. There's the, on the gloves of Nate Thompson as he was coming in. Ehrhoff put the stick under his hands. They deemed that to be a penalty shot.
This is his first career penalty shot. He's been pretty good against the Penguins. The last goal he scored in the NHL was against Pittsburgh. Thompson, the Fleury, and Fleury makes the save. The Ducks moving people around on this power play. One-touch passing, looking pretty good. There's Kessler with it on the slot. Now, Perry a shot, they score. The Ducks have tied it.
They're dangerous. They're dangerous. They are moving the puck. They have a lot of options. Vatanen helping out. There's a little quarterback there on the blue line, but when you talk about Perry, take a look at how he gets himself available right behind Gotch in that seam. There's the box of four, but nobody gets to Perry. There's four guys within 6-7 feet of each other, but nobody picks up the most dangerous guy on the ice, Corey Perry, and he's deadly from there. Deadly from the middle of the ice.
57 seconds remaining on the penalty to Matt Valesky of the Ducks. Hornquist to Dupuis to Crosby. Crosby scores!
Pascal Dupuis getting some power play time. And he found himself with a puck in the middle of the ice. He gave it to Crosby on the forehand, and Crosby was looking over to his right. Malkin was open, but instead he went short side on Gibson.
As Dupuis able to get a stick on the puck here and bring it out of the defensive zone. Dupuis coming to center. Has Olli Maatta with him. Maatta now to shot, score! Blake Comeau! Wow.
Blake Comeau over from the Columbus Blue Jackets in the offseason. Off the goal post and into the blocker side. Pascal Dupuis got 3 points in the game. He's had a goal disallowed, but Blake Comeau gets his first as a Pittsburgh Penguin. Perry and Vatanen just took advantage of that. Just shot it into their legs.
Vatanen is an offensive player. Now they turn the puck over. Pascal Dupuis to Sutter. To the goal. Sutter scores!
Pascal Dupuis, are you kidding me? He's got 4 points now. Deflects the pass. Watch everybody gravitate towards Dupuis. All the white jerseys. Sutter with speed coming from behind. And Gibson really out to lunch on that one as Sutter goes to the backhand and just taps it into the wide open cage.
Moved up on the play, and now Cogliano back. He shoots it. And off of Fleury. Now Ehrhoff back to the puck. Ehrhoff kind of pinched a little bit there and allowed Cogliano to get in behind him. Now Kessler sends a man flying. That was Chris Letang.
And then Como ran over Kessler. Malkin and Crosby on the ice together for the first time tonight, I believe, other than power play.
Penguins up 6-3. Steal by Cogliano. Backhand shot. Fleury the save. Rebound. Thompson. Fleury stops him. And he's able to freeze the puck.
Oh boy, that puck was bouncing around, pinballing underneath the legs of Marc-Andre Fleury.
Downey to the puck. Right on the tape now for Gott. Knocked down by Lindholm. And then Rickard Rakell takes off the other way for the Ducks. He's got Jackman going to the net. Shoots it. And Fleury to save. I don't know if that was on the net or not, but Fleury got his right pad on it.
And Sill in a situation, you're going to need him. Perfect right now.
Look at it. Crosby to the goal. And he one-handed it to the net. Gibson made the save and then thrown back to the net by Hornquist, but the Ducks have it. Rickard Rakell try to drop pass. Stolen away momentarily. Rakell gets it back. Hornquist just plows right into him. Kunitz finds Crosby. Here he is again trying to swing around Lindholm. Crosby to the back. In front. Hornquist. Now to Kunitz. Oh, he stopped by Gibson for left pad. Now out to the right point. That was a big penalty kill for Pittsburgh. Back in the second period. Here's Corey Perry. Oh, what a shot.
It's in.
He rings it in off the crossbar and in. And the Ducks make it 6-4 with 3:13 to go. There's still some time left here, guys.
Yeah, the Peterborough, Ontario native, Corey Perry from the middle of the ice again.
Hat trick for Perry.
Wow. And that one was off the goalpost. I don't even know if he got all of it, but it didn't really take much, did it? And there he is posting up again between the hash marks, a little deception, and just a kind of a slap. Kind of just a little bit of a slap of that puck, but enough velocity and the proper spot up high over that right shoulder.